studied to be a physician assistant. Remember me, because I'm going to need you someday. Years participating in Plum Cheer, 5 years. Her favorite memory? Cheering loud and proud under the Friday night lights with all her friends that she made over the past 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Ritter. Our next senior, Zoe Salinger, escorted by her parents, Michelle, Christian Challenger, her sister, Katerina, and her aunt, Tracy. Zoe has been in cheering for 13 years. Along with varsity cheer, she has been on Plum's competitive and game day teams for 2 years. Zoe participates in numerous clubs such as Future Educators, Earth Club, Horizons, Peer Tutoring, Gate, National Honor Society, and is treasurer for Best Buddies. So Zoe will be attending IUP to receive her degree in nursing. She plans on getting her doctorate as a nurse practitioner, specializing in pediatric neurology. So we would like to thank her friends and family for all their support over the years. Zoe's favorite cheer memory is cheer camp at Slippery Rock University, where Plum won the banana 2 years in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Salinger. Our next cheerleader, Caitlin Schmidt. She's escorted by Zach Ross, her parents, Paul and Kim Schmidt, and Justin Schmidt, her brother. Caitlin is a varsity cheerleading captain for the 2020-21 season. She has cheered for Plum for 5 years. She was selected this year as UCA All-American Cheerleader. She has done 6 years of All-Star Cheer and is a member of the PHS 2021 competitive squad. She is a member of the Spanish Club and the National Honor Society. Caitlin also has done competitive games for 7 years. She plans to attend Field College and the Honors Program to study accounting. She also plans to cheer at Field College. Favorite cheer memory: going to SRU for cheer camp and being able to bond with the varsity and JV cheerleaders. Lastly, she would like to thank her family, friends, and coaches for all the support over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin Schmidt. And our final cheerleader, Sylvia Stepp, escorted by her parents, Ray and Kristen Stepp, and her siblings, Cody and Ava. Sylvia has been involved in cheerleading for most of her life, 11 years. The last year, a member of the Mustang varsity squad, one of this year's team captains. Sylvia plans on graduation to enroll a program to become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. She's undecided on which college she wants to attend due to current visiting restrictions, but is favoring either Drexel or Duquesne University, and has received acceptance letters for both. Sylvia would like to thank her coaches and teammates for their guidance and motivation in helping her get to where she is today. She will cherish the memories and friendships built. Sylvia's favorite cheer memories include cheer camp, trips, and cheerleading football games under the lights. She'd also like to recognize her brother Cody and sister Kayla for always being there whenever she needed. Last but not least, Sylvia would like to thank her parents for their love and support and shaping her into the person she is today. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvia Stepp. How about one more huge round of applause for our varsity senior cheerleaders. Now it's time to meet our basketball seniors. Our first senior, wearing number 0, Will Brewer. 6'1", is being escorted by his mother. His Brewer is called for Michigan. He has been playing basketball for 6 years. and hopes to take the skills he learned and then turn it into an inspiring law career. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Moss. Congratulations, boys, and best of luck. How about one more big round of applause for our seniors? At this time, we'd like to recognize the seniors from Indiana.
second camera? On camera. Oh, okay. I'll do the camera second quarter. I can do camera third. All right. Hey, Tones. Hey, I'm on camera third. All right, third or fourth, you advantage. You or Garrett, my bad. I'm on third. Whatever, right? Whatever, right?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to senior night for the Plum Mustangs. I'm Matt Frazetta, joined by Billy Depew and Garrett Susko. The 3-3 Plum Mustangs take on the 0-7 Indiana Little Indians. As you know, this year, due to the pandemic, all the teams will make the playoffs, but this does not mean the team will take it lightly against the other. Players to look out for tonight would be the Mustangs' big men, Max Matulsi and Nick Killinger. Indiana does not have much size. The big men should have a field day under the boards. What do you guys think?
Well, Matt, like you said, just to elaborate on that, I'm looking at the rosters here. Indiana's tallest player is 6'2", and that would be Owen Clifford. So you have two big men. You have Nick Killinger and you have Max. They're two different players. Obviously, Nick's a bigger guy, so it's not really much of a physical battle. He's just taller. And then you have Max Matulsi, who is physical. He's scrappy. And, yeah, I think our big men will have a great matchup tonight against this Indiana Little Indians basketball team.
I've had the pleasure of filming and calling the past 3 years against Indiana when Plum is playing, and I believe we've won the last 2 times. Hopefully, we can make it 3 straight tonight.
Please give the student athlete participants your positive encouragement and support. Remember the WPL motto, sportsmanship, the only missing piece is you. Please stand, gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem to honor America. And now, tonight. Check. Check one.
As both teams do their intros right here, what do you guys think the score will be tonight?
From Indiana.
I'm going to say somewhere around the 50s for both, probably 55-50 Mustangs.
Yeah, I'm going to say somewhere around that range as well. I think it's actually going to be more of a defensive battle, but I think the Mustangs are going to come out with a 15-plus point win. I'm going to say 50-35 Mustangs.
You know, I got to talk to Alex before the game today, and he was saying, you know, we got a chip on our shoulder. We got to show these playoff teams that we're gonna, you know, be a challenge to them. And Alex told me he wants to blow this team out by 30, and you know, I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with 60 to 30, Plum.
Yeah, and that's really all Plum is here to do, man. You know, it's one of the last games of the season, if not the last game. I'm not 100% sure. But really, I don't know if Matt mentioned it or not, every team is making the playoffs this year. And, yeah, Plum, I think, is really just trying to send a message. As long as Indiana, I think they're both really trying to send a message here, one of the last games of the season.
Yeah, I agree there. As our 5 starters for Plum looks like Will Brewer, Alex Matolo, Max Matolsi, Tarasi Means, and Connor Moss. Connor coming off of a great game with, I believe, over 20 points. So hopefully he can, you know, do a little bit more tonight.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Connor's definitely one of the better scorers in the entire section, and looking for a good game for Connor Moss tonight, which is per usual for Connor.
I'd like to remind you again that this is senior night, as our seniors Connor, Max, Will, Alex, and Tarasi are going to play their hearts out. Hopefully get this dub over Indiana Little Indians.
Yeah, as we see the, let's see what the Indians' defense is tonight, because that's a big thing for Plum. You know, Connor outside the perimeter has just been lights out this entire season, you know, and Max is a bully under the board. So either way, I think these, the Little Indians are going to be
They're in for a tough battle tonight. Yeah.
As they got Tarasi Means taking the jump here. Plum gets it.
Over to Vitolo, brings it up, back over to Means. Means looking for an open man. Gets to Brewer. That's, they're gonna call traveling there.
Plum is going to be in man defense. As we see, the ball gets over to number 3.
And the important thing in man, as you saw Will Brewer to do right there, is to really help out in these screens. Just because you're playing man-to-man does not mean you have to stick with them.
To 12. Back to 3.
And that's going to be a offensive interference there by the Indians as Alex Matolo takes that. Yeah, as you can see here, the Indians are in a zone. As let's see Connor Moss work the 3-pointer here as they get it to Tarasi. Tarasi drives out to Connor. Off front iron.
Ooh.
That's going to be I believe an over the back there by the Indians.
And I'd like to point out, just from a little bit of a sports standpoint, if you look at the Indiana defense, you're going to notice that they're in a 2-3 defense, and the Mustangs are going to come out with a high post. This is going to definitely help moving the ball around a lot.
So Alex Matolo is at the point. Plum got the 2 post players. This Connor's going to be the swing. Alex tries to gives it into Tarasi. That gets stolen as the Indians take it and get it.
First points of the game. Tolo brings it back up to Connor. Back to Tolo.
Will the high post, Max the low post. Gets it over to Connor. Connor for 3.
Nope, that is no good.
And guys, even though he couldn't nail the shot, what a pass by Tarasi. Sometimes those cross-lane passes can be scary, but Tarasi, hopefully we can get a bucket off of that pass next time.
We've been seeing that all year from Tarasi, is great court vision. Good defense by Alex Patola. That's going to be a travel.
And, you know, one thing we've seen from Alex Batolo throughout the entire year, including those little bits of last year, he's really an aggressive defender. He draws fouls, draws charges for that matter, and he's a very aggressive player, and that's definitely going to pay out for the Mustangs.
This gets over the high post, back to the corner to Tarasi. As Max posts up, back to Connor for three, bang!
And folks, the Mustangs game plan coming in tonight, I think you're going to see that a lot more. As you can see, the first few shots for the Mustangs already have been from Connor Moss.
Number 11, Tarasi Means with the foul. Billy, what are you hoping out of this defense here tonight?
Just aggressiveness, really. The Mustangs have to be the aggressors tonight. They can't lay off. You know, like, look at them right now as they're playing pretty much half-court press. They're picking up right away, and I think that's a good thing.
Yep.
Three,
Gonna be
number
open.
22, and he sinks it. Going to bring the lead back to Indiana. Tolo back to Means. Look for a layup, and he gets it. Ties it up, 5 apiece.
It's that athleticism we see from Tarasi.
A really great trade of Tarasi's. He's got really good hops. That's why they had him at midcourt for the tip ball.
12 over to 22. 22 over to 3. He's taking his time. This defense is stout. Looking, barely gets it to number 24.
I'm loving their defense here tonight. Really
There's
pushing
that
them
aggression.
back.
What's the call there?
So no foul on the
inadvertent
play.
whistle.
I think that almost means, I think the ref didn't mean to blow the whistle there.
Yep.
Which definitely helps the little Indians get out of a trap that the Mustangs were really pressuring there.
But as you can see here, they don't really stop the aggression there.
Really haven't been able to get inside.
Great
This
defense.
number 35, up, nope, 31. Almost out of bounds. Barely gets to the 3. 3 still on the outside. Back to 30. 22. Three again. And he's going to be out of bounds. Mustangs ball. Tremendous defense there by Plum.
Oh, no doubt. Again, aggression, that's the main thing. You have him pinned in a corner, you got to keep him there, and the Mustangs are doing a really good job of that tonight.
Matolo to Means, back to Matolo. Will gives it, turns it over. 24, 22. Take it up to 12. 31 back to 12. They're going to try driving up, but it's out of bounds.
It's going to be out of bounds on number 12, Joshua Glaser.
They,
Nope,
they're saying it was out on Plum. .22 looking for an open man.
And look
It's
at
gonna
that
be a
defense.
5-second.
Mustangs definitely have it pinned down on the defense. Hopefully they can continue playing with a defensive aggressive presence, as I mentioned. But now we got to convert on the other end as Connor takes a shot.
Oh, just dances out.
Great board by
Put
Max
back up.
Matolsi.
Max gets them the lead now, 7-5. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
There's that scrappy play I mentioned as Alex gets dirty on the floor.
You know, I've been playing with Alex. I played with him for about 6 years. He has the same mentality, same defense, you know, just aggressive. He's always better than that other guy he's facing. So, you know, it's glad to see that he brings that to the plate here in high school.
And they're going to tee up Alex there. I definitely saw a little bit of a It's not a sign of sportsmanship. He makes a good play on defense and then almost mocks him by giving him the ball back right there.
You know, that reminds me a little bit of Beverly, Patrick Beverly. You know, he's a great defender, but sometimes gets a little bit too ahead of himself. But, you know, it's just Alex's love for the game there, showing it.
No doubt.
Ending the game for Indiana, number 15.
As Killinger is in for the Mustangs.
And guys, this is where I really think the Mustangs have a great advantage now with that Matulsi-Killinger tandem down on the block on the rebounding. I think there's no chance for Indiana as far as inside goes.
Yeah, Killinger sizing out at 6'5" for the Mustangs, and
There's
it's going to
Connor.
be a good height advantage there.
Connor takes the shot,
Bang.
and he gets it. 10-6. 2:30 left in the first quarter, excuse me.
Indiana trying to find something there. No good. As they get the rebound, good block by Killinger, and that's the size factor we see there as
Taurasi
Taurasi
speeding
takes it up.
Good layup.
And again, the athleticism is really shown there by Taurasi Means. Truly a track star. He's just really fast, takes it from point A to point B, just like that.
Good defense there. by
And that's a
Means.
great play by Taurasi. Heads up play right there.
Marshawn Ellis in for Indiana.
Mustang offense taking the ball back up with double lead of their opponent.
Guys, I think it's important to mention that Connor Moss is really close to breaking the all-time scoring total here at Plum. Number one currently is Nolan Kressler, and Connor's somewhere around 30 points away from breaking that record.
Yeah, that would be great, man, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully Mustangs get a good lead here so Connor can keep scoring.
Well, you know, just knowing Connor, I don't think he really cares about that. I think all he really cares about is just coming out with a W tonight.
Yeah. That's going to be a foul on an offensive foul on the Indians.
Gonna get caught with a moving screen there.
That's two there for the Little Indians there. Offensive foul. Strauss with a pump fake. Backs out to Connor.
Ooh.
Off. Max with the rebound. As we're going to see the other Moss brother in here for Max Matulsi.
And again, another player we don't mention enough that really does also have that height factor.
Oh, Cam grew so much from a year, honestly. I didn't think he was that tall last year, so he grew a few inches there.
He is definitely one player I think everybody can agree. We are very excited to watch him grow as a player in over the next year.
Number
Yes.
15 puts up the layup. .45 seconds and counting in the first quarter.
Great pass. So Connor Moss is going to get the foul there, and that's going to be Ellis with his second foul in the first quarter.
And guys, the ability of Connor Moss, we've already seen it a few times tonight with his jump shot ability. Just very confident. As you can see right there, had a little bit of pressure on him in the paint. Doesn't matter. He's still going to attempt to take the shot, and it's going to end up with 2 free throws. He's going to knock down the first one.
Killinger almost gets that offensive rebound as the Indians are going to get it and take down with 35 seconds left. 13 to 8, sorry, Plum
30 seconds.
Number 3, very close to getting called for a 5-second violation. When you're getting pinned down like that and you're holding the ball, you can get called for a 5-second violation.
As Connor gets it with 14 going down the court as he takes it in, backs out to Tarasi. Tarasi for the 3. Bang!
And he sinks it. 16-8. Double the score once again.
We're going to see a travel there as there's going to be 0.8 seconds left. Maybe the Mustangs are going to sling one up. Connor said no foul there. Looked like a little bit of contact, but your score right now is 16-8 Mustangs.
And folks, joining me for the second quarter, we have 2 new cast members with us, Zach Barat and Caden. What's going on, guys?
It's a very fun game to watch so far here from the Mustangs. 16-8 lead, they look strong, and they're absolutely outplaying Indiana to this point.
Yeah, I was a little nervous at the beginning of the game when Plum had a little slow start, but I'm they got their rhythm back, and you see an 8-point lead for now.
Yeah, even with that slow start, they were still running all over Indiana. They just couldn't hit the shots. Now that they're getting those together, it's coming together pretty well.
I couldn't agree more, as we have Alex Matolo at the top of the key. He's going to swing it to Tarasi Means, and he's going to get called for the travel.
I think that's the second one by the Plum Mustangs, because I think Will Brewer had that. Will had that one in the very beginning of the game where you saw him travel, which I think was a little bit debatable, but we'll go along with that.
Hutton takes a dribble drive. He's going to kick it out to Brocious. And the Little Indians are going to draw a foul.
Yeah, the Little Indians have not been able to make shots in their zone as of right now. Probably something to look forward to here in the second.
And that was Cam Moss on the foul. That's going to be his first, the team 4th. As Max Matolsi checks in for the game. As Hunter Martin is going to line up for his second free throw. Missed the first one. He's going to make his second one. It's going to cut the Mustang lead to 16-9. As Indiana comes out in that full court press, Mustangs are going to fly right by it. Matolo has the ball. He's going to swing it to Means. Moss fighting for that under spot, up in post. Mustangs are going to reset with a little bit under 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And Moss is going to get a great pass to Matolsi. Can't get it go, but he's going to get his own rebound. Moss puts it up. No good. And the Little Indians are pressing as Matola is going to get called for a hack.
Yeah, an unfortunate break there for the Mustangs going to the rim. Just couldn't convert there. Alex Matola with his second foul of the game. And he's going to check out for Nick Killinger.
Seth Favero is going to check in for in the game for Alex Matola, who's, believe it or not, for a guard in somewhat of foul trouble here. At the beginning of the game, he either has 2 or 3 fouls somewhere in that ballpark.
I think this is Seth might have been for us our first game seeing him play, Evan, I don't know if you remember. I haven't seen Seth play at all. I've seen Adam play before, I think.
As Tarasi Means is now going to be assessed the role as the ball handler as he kicks it to Favero. The Little Indians are going to get a hand on the ball. It's going to stay here for the Mustangs. Means is going to swing it to Moss in the corner. He's going to try to find his brother Cam in the paint. He does get it. Has some trouble having the ball. Loses it, but it's going to stay here. Mustang ball with 6:09 left to go with 2 minutes in the second quarter. Favero on the inbound. Lobs it up to Tarasi. Oh. Moss is going to bring it up. Finds his point guard, Tarasi. Swings it to Moss, and bang! Once again, we see it again from Connor Moss. This is nothing new, guys. Am I right?
Not at all. Moss was a little. He just missed those two in the beginning of the first quarter, but I think he's starting to hit his rhythm now, as you see two threes in a row now by Connor.
As we take a 30-second timeout, your Mustangs are up by 10. The score is 19-9.
Yeah, last year Moss was 5th among returning Whitfield players in points. Looking to add to that total this year.
And as we've mentioned a few times already on this broadcast, he is inching towards that scoring title.
What is the scoring title? Do we know?
I don't have an exact point total. I know he's somewhere around 30 points away, but he will beat Nolan Kressler, who is arguably one of the best basketball players to ever come out of Plum.
Interesting. I didn't know how close he was or how far he needed. How many games does Plum have again left?
This is either the last one or there's one more after this. Not really sure.
Well, they will have that first playoff game because everyone in the Whitfield this year will make the playoffs.
Correct. And they're going to get Matulsi for a little bit of a push off there.
Now, do the postseason points count towards the total for Plum? So if he does not hit this tonight, can he still break the record in the playoff game?
I'm not 100% sure because I believe that Mustang basketball team is actually fairly good, and they might have made it a little bit further. Guys, I'm not poking fun, but Max Matulsi just got his first foul of the entire game. This is very rare for Max.
Yeah.
We're 5 minutes into the second quarter, and he just got his first foul. Max is known for having a little bit of first half foul trouble.
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry, Zach, I interrupted you.
I was going to
What
say,
were you
Max, like you said before, like Max usually gets in early foul trouble, causing him to leave the game so he doesn't foul out. But now you see him only having one. Now he's more mobile throughout the game as the Plum Mustangs are up by 10.
Yep, perks of a positive game trip for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and that might be because it's their senior night now.
And a great defensive play by Cam Moss. As his brother Connor is going to take it down on the other end. Easy lay. It's going to increase the Mustang lead by 12.
Moss to Moss there.
And Means puts some defensive pressure on number 3, but it's going to stay here as Will Brewer checks into the game for Cam Moss. And guys, how about this Mustang defense tonight? I mean, they're not really getting any space. We're coming out in a half-court press man-to-man. This is incredible.
I like how the Plum Mustangs play their defense. Like the last time we played a deep 3 there by Indiana, but I like to see how the Plum Mustangs play their defense. We saw the Mustangs hold Mars to under 60, 50-something points, and you see the Plum Mustangs now holding Indiana 14 points. I think that's one of the perks of the Plum Mustangs is how good their defense is.
Yep, before the game we heard the coach talking right behind us about what they see from Indiana on offense, and they've been able to cover it perfectly.
As the Mustangs end up in the bonus. Who else shooting the free throws but Connor Moss? He's going to line up for a 1-and-1. Oh, no, excuse me. It is a double bonus. He's going to be shooting 2 in a row. As the Little Indians make a few adjustments. Number 44 and number 15 check into the game. as Moss gets the second one to go. Number 15 sets a good screen for number 12 as they're going to run somewhat of a motion offense. He's going to try to get a dribble drive in, chucks up a shot, no good. As they're fighting over the ball, their own teammates. As he chucks up another shot, he gets it to go.
There. Hook shot there.
Oh, and Moss loses that one. I think it's like you catch a football and you start running before you even catch the ball. I think that's what Connor did. He thought he ended up having a shot, and he just fumbles the ball there. And Will Brewer gets scrappy for the ball. He's going to force a jump ball. I believe the Mustang. Oh, nope, excuse me. The Little Indians are going to stick with it.
And there we see that Mustang defense coming back into play.
Foul there on Seth. First foul for Seth there.
And Trevor Todd was the man who drove in to draw the foul on Favero.
Well, 3:22 left now. Your Plum Mustangs up by 8, 24-16.
Brocious has the ball. Oh, now I don't know about that one. That wasn't a great call. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If that was on Will Brewer, that was not a great call. But it is going to go the other way. Great play by Will Brewer.
Yeah, a little unfortunate for the Indians there, unable to get that call, but you get both sides of the basketball game sometimes.
Little Indians still in that high 2, low 3 look. Means fights for the ball back. Got Favero in the corner. He's going to look for his big man. Can't get it to him. Means he's going to find Moss in the high post. He's going to get a dribble drive and draw a foul.
Gets 2, though. Could take the lead to 10. Rajon Millis with the foul. That being his third foul now. Might see someone else check in for him. As Connor Moss hits the first free throw.
Yeah, Ethan Cooks is going to check into the game.
As Connor now shoots his second free throw. And he makes both. Only closer to that title.
Brocious has been the main ball handler tonight for the Little Indians. Todd's going to get it on the low block.
Ooh.
I think he took a couple extra steps there as it's going to go the other way for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that could have. I didn't see the travel there. I don't know about you guys, but that would have been a good pickup for the Indians there to get some momentum, them being down by 10 now.
As the Mustangs are in this high look as Favero takes a shot. Good shot, can't go. He's got to follow his shot there, guys. Maybe he ends up getting the rebound.
Good point there, Billy.
Brocious has the ball in the wing. Mustangs with some incredible on-ball defense by Tarasi Means. And Todd has the ball. Todd's going to swing it back to Brocious. He's going to drive floater, no good. Moss with the ball now.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a foul there. He was getting a little picky there and swallowed at Connor. As Connor will now be going to the free throw line again.
And Nick Killinger is going to check in for Seth Favero.
Connor doing his rituals as he's about to shoot the free throw line. As he makes the first.
And Steve's going to check in for Will Brewer. one of the other younger players for this Mustang squad.
Is he what? Is he a sophomore?
He is a freshman.
He's a freshman. Interesting now.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of JV players coming into this game for the Mustangs.
Yeah,
as
that's what I was gonna say, kid. And that's like the third or fourth underclassman in the second quarter, which is pretty interesting for it to be a senior night. For a senior night for football or soccer, they're playing the entire game 99% of the time.
Yeah, as we saw in the game versus Mars, they kind of kept that short bench, only playing 7 people. It was only Killinger.
That's a great play by Connor Moss.
Yeah, turnover there.
And guys, I think you're seeing a lot of underclassmen playing. This Mustang squad had they did lose a few players coming into the season towards the end, inching towards the season. But overall, I think for as young as this Mustang squad is, there's not really a in-between with age. You're either really underdeveloped or you're like Connor Moss, who has just been absolutely incredible so far. I think they might be a problem in these upcoming playoffs. If Steve takes a shot, no good. Killinger can't hold on to the ball. It's going the other way.
I don't know about that call. I thought he had it in his hands and got punched out there. 1:20 left in the second quarter. 28-16. Indians still haven't put up a basket in the past 2 minutes now.
And that's just that defensive pressure by the Mustangs with Tarasi Means on the on-ball defense. They're going to get a ball in the high post, looking for a give and go. And they are going to call a travel here on the Little Indians. That's going to be number 15. That might not be right. I think these rosters are a little outdated, folks. I apologize. So for now on, I'm just going to go off of numbers because I'm not going to lie. I'm not really 100% certain that these are right. But we know all the Mustang players as Connor Moss has the ball on the top of the key.
You might see you might see the Plum Mustangs here hold the ball for the last minute. Or I was going to say if there's a shot clock, get the two for one, but we know there's no shot clock through the Whippeal as Tarasi just holds it.
And the Mustangs are going to look to try to get a good shot here with 32 left to go in the second quarter.
So we had 22 seconds and counting.
One of the perks of having no shot clock in high school basketball is really you can get that last shot if you really want to, if you're up. As Mustangs are going to move the ball around quickly with 9 seconds left to go. Means pulls up, bounces off the top, no good. Matulsi with the rebound. He's going to put it back up. Great bucket by Max Matulsi. Folks, at the end of the first half, your Mustangs are up 30-16. We'll be right back.
And we are back as the score is 30-16 Mustangs as they're going to take the court now. Will Brewer inbounding the ball for the Mustangs. You know, I saw a lot of good things from the Mustangs. Their defense was really good, only keeping them to 16 points in the first half. So let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, phenomenal defensive first half because Indiana's 0-7, but their offense hasn't really been their problem because they dropped 60 points on Shaler. The only issue is they gave up 90.
You know, Evan, I think that they're missing some opportunities as well on offense.
Yep.
And as you see there, Will Brewer misses a layup there. That's one of them. But Garrett, go ahead.
I'm really loving how they're outscoring the Little Indians 2-1 here. It seems like they've managed to keep a consistent double-point lead this entire time. So we're really starting to run away with it. But see if the Indians made any adjustments coming out of the locker room.
Yep. As the Indians are still just dribbling into players, and we've been seeing that in the first half as well. They got to do something here if they want to make a difference in this game. As number 22 inbounds the ball, and Alex trapping him in the corner as he gets baseline on him, and he misses the layup. And that's going to be out of bounds on Alex Matola as the Indians pick up the ball. Plum's going to go into a zone here for the takeout as Connor gets the steal. Alex Matola takes it up. And he dishes to Will Brewer, and Will Brewer misses the layup. Indiana keeps it in bounds as they take it up the court. As Indiana dribbles, get around as he takes it up Max, and that's going to be out of bounds on Max. I don't know about that one, but
yeah, I'd have to disagree.
Yeah, it looked like he threw it out of bounds, more so Max hitting it, but Plum's going to go into his zone again in the inbound play as they're looking for it, and Max with a great steal there. And he takes it up as he gives it to Tarasi, and Tarasi with an amazing layup there, showing his athleticism as he does the Euro animation there. And the score is 32-16, only 2-point score in the second half right now as there's 6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. Guys, what do you think about that play there by Tarasi?
Just a beautiful layup.
That's something you see on a cover of an NBA game right there. That's
absolutely.
That's a beautiful layup.
Hopefully Dan Moriarty got that picture there.
Yep.
He probably didn't.
Fun fact about the Indiana mascot. Does anyone know why they're called the Little Indians?
No
I do,
idea.
but I'll let you explain this one.
I have no idea.
The IUP were the original Indians, and so the high school team decided to be the Little Indians. But ever since then, IUP has changed their mascot to the Crimson Hawks. But the the Indiana High School has kept their names, the Little Indians. So technically, they could just be the regular Indians, but I think they like the name.
Good point there, Garrett. As we get into the game, as the timeout expires here, and Indiana's going to take it out of bounds. Alex Matola playing up. He's playing great defense against number 3 here. And that is going to be a travel by Indiana as Plum just continues to just play great defense against the Little Indians here. As Alex Matola takes it up for the Mustangs. And Plum's still running the same offense as you can see here against the man. And he gives it to Max, and Max tries to get the foul, but he doesn't, but he gets the basket.
31, down to 3, to 22.
That's great defense there by Max.
It's off the board.
So Alex Matola takes up, gives it to Tarasi. He can't handle it, but tries to keep it in bounds, but can't.
No, I think I I think they called that a little prematurely there. I think
Yeah.
he saved it.
Yeah, I mean, he was right there, but definitely looked good from up here, Garrett. That's going to be a foul on number 4, Alex, as that is going to be his 3rd foul of the game. They're going to take him out and put in Seth Favero. Plum doing a really good job keeping him out of the zone here. That's going to be off. Gets his rebound. Connor gets the rebound. As they go, the 5-on-3 here. Connor takes it in, gets the layup. As Max tries to jump that pass, doesn't get it, but he drives, and he gets the charge. Great charge by Will Brewer. Tarasi going to take it up for the Mustangs now. Seth, a sophomore from Plum, as he gets some time here and on varsity. Will Brewer takes a jump shot, and that's going to be off as the Indians get the rebound. Tarasi plays a little aggressive defense there, putting some impact on the Indians. He's going to dish it out as he drives in and gets the layup. That's going to be the Little Indians' first basket of the second half as Seth Rivera takes it up for the Mustangs. As Will tries to get to the max, but that does not get there. Plum is doing an amazing job just putting pressure on them behind the court. And that's going to be off on Tarasi Means. Number 44, Nick Killinger in for number 0, Will Brewer.
And 15 over to 31. 91 looking for an open man. Calls 24 up. Stumbling.
Yeah, these fouls that Plum's getting they don't even look like fouls. Just looks like they're trying to play defense. The Little Indians are just bumping into them.
Yeah.
Only 2 sets of eyes that matter, though.
Yep.
They aren't ours.
31 to 12.
Tarasi plays great defense against him as that's off. Max Tulsi gets the rebound, gives it to Connor. Connor on the drive, takes it, and that's going to be offensive goaltending by the Mustangs there. I don't know who that one was on, but just being a little too aggressive there. There's been 6 points scored in the third right now. See if we can get some offense going on both sides. That's going to be a rebound by Nick Killinger as Tarasi takes it up. Tarasi going to take it in and gets it. It's great defense there. Yeah, I just haven't seen much of a change here by the Little Indians to adjust to their defense here, but we'll see as Tarasi Means gets another steal, and he's going to, just misses the dunk there. Luckily, Coach Marino was not looking at that one. He would have been running after that. But it's Cam Moss takes it up. Yeah, it's good. Tarasi's trying to have a little bit of fun here. As Seth wide open in the corner.
Ooh.
Doesn't get it, but Max with the rebound and lays it in. What a rebound and put up by Max Matulsi.
That's going to bring the Mustangs to 40 points.
Hey, what was my prediction? 60-30? I believe that's what it was. I believe that's what it was now that I think about it. So we're on pace. Garrett, what'd you say? 50?
I said 50-55. Mustangs win. Starting to regret that.
Yeah. As Killinger gets the steal there, Cam Moss takes it up. Seth gets it and lays it in. Nice little finger roll there by Seth Favero.
2 minutes left in the third quarter. And 12. Yeah. The 31 really having trouble getting past.
Yeah, I don't see much offense here, but that's going to be a put up, and Max gets the rebound.
Max.
Tarasi gets it. Little move, and just misses the and one, but gets the foul. So we're going to get 2 here by Tarasi Means.
Indiana foul,
Evan, we didn't get your score prediction. What do you think?
I didn't think I had one, but probably would have gone around a 60-40
We'll let you make one right now. What do you think?
I'll go back to the beginning of the game. I probably would have thought around a 60-40 score.
Yeah.
What about now?
Honestly, it might be same. A little bit less for the Indians, probably. We'll mark it at a 60-32.
Think they're gonna have
The score is
We'll help to pick it up.
43-18 Mustangs with 1:31 to go. And Tarasi with his second free throw. Go ahead, guys. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, good.
Oof. And back to 3. Actually managed to get inside this time. And
that's
no good.
off. Doing a lot of post moves here, but they're not going in. Alex Vitolo gets it as he dishes to Cam Moss. Cam with a nice, easy layup there. And that's Cam Moss's first points of the game. As you see, Josh Lindsay takes it up, former Plum student. That's a nice jump shot by number 3. So Alex Vitolo takes it up, and Seth is wide open, but doesn't take the shot. And he dishes to Cam, but number 11 gets a hand on it, and that's going to be Plum still, as Steve checks into the game. Steve, I cannot pronounce your last name, so we're just going to leave it as Steve. And he checks in for Tarasi Means. So Alex Matola is going to let this run down with 30 seconds left in the third. And Plum's going to try to get one more shot off. Josh Lindsay presses Alex.
Passing around in the middle.
Great job by the Mustangs as Killinger couldn't get the foul but gets it. Saw a lot of contact there, but here comes the Indians up with 7 seconds to go, and Killinger doesn't get the block, but that's a nice shot there by number 3 as Alex Matolo takes the last shot and off the rim.
We're close. Sorry. And we are 47-22 here going into the fourth quarter. Great scoring by the Mustangs and even better defense.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was Plum definitely outscored them there that quarter, and I believe Indiana only had 6 points and Plum had 15 points in that quarter. As Caden and Billy Depew join me back on the mic, guys, what did you see that third quarter that you saw differently?
Sorry, Matt. What did I see in that third quarter?
That you didn't see in the first 2?
Well, I thought the offense was a lot more slowed down in that third quarter. You know, both sides of the ball. But again, the Mustangs really just shutting down Indiana.
What about you, Kane?
I saw a lot more depth scoring. Guys coming off the bench like Seth, you're putting up points. It's not Tarasi, it's not Connor. It's always nice to have depth scoring, especially going into the playoffs. You have guys you can count on now.
Totally agree. As we get a few more young guys into the game, it's going to be Adam Kotvis, and I believe
That'll be Seth Favero.
Seth Favero and Griffin. I forget your last name, but Griffin is in the game.
Goldilocks.
So Adam Kotvis gets it, drives in, nice little lay, doesn't get the. That's going to be a foul on Cam Moss.
Well, guys, even though haven't seen him much this year, Adam Kotvis actually got some decent minutes as a freshman last year as a Mustang. We saw him towards the end of the game, whether the Mustangs were up or down. We saw him a little bit getting those last-minute reps at the end of games.
As the oldest player for the Mustangs right now is Cam Moss, and that's going to be open in the corner. Bang! Indiana with a 3 there to answer back. And Kotvis takes it up. Josh Lindsay covers. And that's going to be picked off by Ellis. As Steve tries to get a hand on it, but gets a foul. And I've seen a lot of fouls here by Plum in the second half.
Again, I don't know if that's just the aggressive play by the Mustangs or just dumb fouls that aren't needed, especially when you're up that high. The score right now is 47-25. And, you know, I will give Indiana some credit. I've been watching these younger guys play, getting some minutes, and they've taken some pretty good shots. They might be something here in the future.
Yep. I see a lot of, and, you know, Billy, before I say it, Indiana's just always been a young team. They've had 4 of these guys come back as players from last year. So, I mean, that's just something you want to see out of a team and a rebuild.
And, you know, I don't know if any of you guys caught it there. Again, Adam caught this with a great defensive play, causing a 5-second foul.
Gives it to Cam Moss. That's a great layup, but misses it. As Griffin fights for it. Doesn't get the rebound. That's going to be Indians' ball going the other way.
Surprised they didn't hit us with the jump ball there.
Yep. Adam Kotvis gets it, taking it up as he gives it to Seth, and Seth drives in. Dishes to Kotvis. Josh playing great defense right there.
I don't know if it's just me or not, but I'm surprised that the Mustangs are rolling out with some of their young underclassmen, if you ask me. Because senior night, like Matt, I know you went through it. Billy, I know you went through it. Being a senior, your senior night, you're expected to play most of the game. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised. That's the only surprise I have through this game.
I couldn't tell you, Zach. Honestly, I agree with you though a little bit. I think that the seniors should be playing a bit. It is a 24-point lead as we speak right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, getting these younger guys in, getting them some exposure to
and again,
varsity.
It's important to note that no matter what team is in right now, the season's not over yet. We're looking at an extended playoffs with every team having a chance to get some extra games in.
Good point.
Yes. As Seth takes it in.
Ooh.
That's a good drive there by the young guy.
Yeah.
As he gets the foul, and I'm seeing some good potential out of Seth tonight. Really attacking the boards. That's what you want to see out of those young guys, because normally, you know, they'd play a little bit passive, but you know, Seth's going at it tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. These young guys, they're trying to make a name for themselves right now. I know there's only 5 minutes left of the fourth quarter of a 25-point lead game, but again, every minute counts, and these are essentially the guys who are going to be in the starting 5 sooner or later for the Mustangs basketball squad.
Agreed. Kotvis guards the point here. Sean Richardson in for the game for the Mustangs, a junior. Josh takes it in and gets the floater. Nice shot there by the old Plum guy. as Cam's wide open in the paint. That's a good pass there by Seth.
And the vision on that one, that was very impressive. The cross lane pass from almost half court. That just an impeccable pass.
Very much. It's going to be a drive there, and it's off as Ellis gets the rebound. Ellis drives in. That's going to be a travel there by Ellis. I saw that before the whistle blew, but
These underclassmen are playing pretty well, if you ask me.
Correct.
I'm liking how they're playing. And it looks like the Mustangs might have a good future up.
Yep, and they're going to check in. They're going to check in a few more underclassmen.
As Steve brings it up and Sean Richardson gets it. And Seth with a nice cut there, but gets blocked at the rim.
You know, I don't really know if that's a block. I thought I saw a little more on the arm than the ball there, but may just be that Mustang bias.
Like Evan said, you know, our eyes don't matter, more so the refs, so can't really say much here other than what it was. But as Griffin has the ball, passes to Seth as he checks up at the point. And Steve, the freshman.
And again, I don't think the Mustangs here, I think Coach Marino maybe told him at the end of the quarter, these young guys, look, we're not trying to run up the score. We're just trying to least amount of clock stoppages as possible, so we can walk out of here tonight with a W for the Mustangs.
Yeah, no injuries either. Because injuries is the worst thing you can have on a game like this.
I agree.
As Steve drives, he's going to be called for a defensive foul. That's going to be on the ground, so Mustangs will take it out. It's going to be on Josh Lindsay. As Seth takes it at the point.
As the clock goes down to 3:40, your Mustangs up 53-27. As the Mustangs just continuously passing and cutting, as you see here.
You can see some hesitation out of these young guys here, but it's all right. I mean,
you
just
learn.
getting the exposure is good.
You learn from your mistakes.
Steve takes it in. That's a weird pass there, but Griffin gets the rebound. That's good there. It's really good. Sean gets it, dishes out. As Steve takes it in.
Looks like they're all a little afraid to take that first shot.
Seems more like Steve's running it, but we'll see. We'll see if the Mustangs can do something about it here.
They're all nervous to take their first shot here.
Oh, nice move there by Seth. Great drive.
Oh,
and he gets called for the travel, but wow, that was a good move there.
That was a heck of a move. Great size up, way to attack the rim, just took one too many steps there.
As Adam Cotfish checks back in the game for, I don't know, there's 6 guys on the court right now. Griffin is going to be.
You know, I think out of all these guys that are on the floor right now, you know, even though the shots aren't really falling for Steve here tonight, I think obviously the confidence in his shots, I think, is there, and that's a good trait to have.
Yeah, good point. Very valid.
Yeah, you need someone to really take control and start taking shots, because if no one does, there's going to be no points scored. So,
as you were there, I just saw Connor Moss telling those young guys to shoot the ball.
Yep.
He's going to shoot. Oh.
I'll tell you, Connor knows how to shoot the ball. He's been doing it since freshman year.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I can't remember who cited this quote, but the worst shot you could possibly take is a shot not taken at all.
Yeah, I've heard that quote before, I think, Billy.
As Andrew takes a shot. That's a good shot right there by the young bull as he throws up the threes.
Connor told him to shoot. I saw it on the bench. He said, you got to shoot the ball. And look at that.
And shoot he did.
He got some reward there from the bench as they got pretty hyped.
And that's something I don't think young Andrew will ever forget. His first ever bucket.
On a varsity
on
game.
A varsity floor, correct.
With under 2 minutes left now.
Yeah, and it looks right now the seniors are probably wrapping up tonight, you know. as we watch this game go down to the end, as it is 56 to 28, 28 with 2 minutes remaining.
You know, as I'm
Second
looking on
free
the floor
throw.
here, I'm looking at number 55 from Indiana. As he gets a bucket there, that's going to be Owen Clifford. He is the most sizable player on this Indiana lineup. Guys, I don't really know why he wasn't on the floor to begin with.
Hasn't played a minute, but
Yeah. Do we know what class he's in? Because he could be a freshman.
It does appear to be that he is somewhat of a younger player,
He
or
must,
else
yeah, I was going to say he's probably a sophomore or freshman.
Steve gets it.
he is actually a junior.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. As the Mustangs slowly just pass the ball around the arc.
Seth with a deep three.
Ooh.
Doesn't get it, but that's good. Oh, no, and Indiana gets the rebound.
A little bit of a circus act there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, unable to get that rebound there.
Guys, again, I've said it multiple times tonight. I am really excited to watch these Mustangs. I can't wait to come back, watch these younger guys develop, and really see what the Mustangs have in store over the next 3-4 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited actually. Even though the Mustangs lose their top 5 starters, all being seniors, Max, Connor, Will, Tarasi had a brain freeze for a sec. But even though they lose them, they got some good freshmen, sophomores, and juniors still coming up, rising. You have the young Moss, and you got Nick Hillinger, 2 big guys that can take that position and step up to their role.
And you know what's great about the starting 5 is that the starting 5 has been playing basketball for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
I know
Steve
Fraz,
gets a breakaway. Can't get it. What are you saying, Billy?
as
Go
I
ahead.
was saying, Steve, or not Steve, as Fraz knows, we've been playing basketball with them for as long as I can remember. These guys have learned a lot about the game of basketball, and I'm sure they've taught these young guys very well going into the future.
Yes.
Yeah. They must be pretty proud of themselves, all 5 of them being starters on their senior night, all starting, finally getting their time to shine, like in the olden days.
Yep.
As the clock slowly winds down to 15 seconds now.
That's a great
Good
block
block.
there by Adam Kotvis, as he's going to take it up to the point. And with 9 seconds remaining, Adam Kotvis is going to hold the ball. And that is going to be it. Your score, 56 to 30, Plum Mustangs.
Man.
I was very close, guys. I said 60 to 30, but it was 56 to 30. So, you know, we're proud of that. But, you know, just to recap this game, I mean, I want to say our favorite, you know, memories of these seniors since it's their last night, guys. What do you think?
Caden, you want to go first?
I think my favorite memory of watching these guys play is probably tonight on their senior night, balling out and getting a huge dub over Indiana, 56-30.
And, you know, again, I think I could speak for Fraz as well. You know, watching these guys grow and develop as players, whether we were on a team or not on a team with them, you know, has just been really exciting. And especially tonight to see all 5 of those guys in the starting lineup, just, you know, it hits home. And I'm glad, and hopefully the Mustangs can do some work in these upcoming playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, I totally agree, Billy. I've been playing with, you know, Max, Alex, Connor since I was about 8 years old, and you know, it's just great to see that what they became, you know, going into playoffs, and you know, they're so excited. I always talk to them about it. They're ready for the challenge in playoffs, and you know, they're just gonna keep going at it. But I love watching these guys play, and it's been a good season for them. I mean, still going, but it's been a good season. Zach, what do you got?
I'm proud of the Mustangs coming in for their senior night, winning against Indiana. Another win. Looking forward to the standings and hopefully pushing them up farther in the standings. Looking forward to that playoff game when it comes up because everyone makes the playoffs. But the Mustangs played well, and you can only look forward to what's next for the Plum Mustangs. So it was a good
Yeah.
win, and that's it.
And last
you want to do stars?
Last but not least, the stars. I'm going to go with Tarasi Means. He really played impeccable defense, had a really great offensive game, and showed a lot tonight. What do you got?
Yeah, there's no doubt. My player of the game is obviously Connor Moss. You know, a presence on offense, inside and outside.
Caden?
Yeah, I was going to agree with you with Connor Moss. Getting so close to that scoring title. Probably by next game he might be able to hit it. And he really showed today why he belongs to hold that record.
I was gonna say Connor, but then I eventually decided I'm gonna say all 5 of the starters for the Plum Mustangs, being those 5 seniors on one of their best nights and performances throughout the season. This is their best one, so I think I'm gonna have to give a star to each one of them, being one of their best performances so far.
Very good, Zach. And we will see you guys later.